they are still going to hatch. And they are coming for your squash. So don't let them have it. Save the squash. Hi guys, welcome back to Not For Nothing Homestead. I'm Ginger. Thank you for stopping by today. Hopefully you will gain a nugget or two from today's video. Okay, I'm not my normal chipper self this morning because I found some things that are a little disheartening and troublesome out there in the garden. Okay, if you are like me and you are growing yellow squash, patty pan, zucchini, any kind of squash that you are growing, and they are beautiful. I absolutely love these things, and I want to keep growing them. And then I get these big Mac Daddies that you can hollow out and stuff and put on the grill or put on the smoker or put in the oven. I want to keep getting them, and I'm sure you do too. So I'm going to show you some things in just a second that I found this morning in various stages, and that way you'll know exactly what to look for when you go out to your garden and what to take with you. So, okay, save the squash. Even though Joey doesn't like squash. All right, let's go. Okay, so I have a light set up down here. And I'm actually going to bring you down even closer because I want you to see every bit of this. Okay, so here is an example of what I found on the underside of a leaf. So you're just out there looking at your plants and you can see through the light that I have here. If you see this on the back side just by sunlight, flip it over. And if you see those, that is bad news. Those are all going to be future squash bugs. Then when they lay them on, this is another leaf where I found some on the top of it. So there's another one. And here is a third that I found. It doesn't take them long, and they are laying these eggs like crazy. So, I'm going to show you some footage as well of pictures that I took when I found these guys and some of their friends. So this is a baby squash bug. Now he puts his little legs out, and when he does, he looks like a spider. There we go. He looks like a little spider. All those legs will come out, and his back is completely white. But you can't see it now because I've had him in soapy water. And then when they get a little bit bigger, they look like this one. So this is like one that's about a week old, and he's actually not even a week old. This one is about 3 or 4 days old, I would say. And he is like been out there for a bit. This one, the back is starting to turn. So this one is a little bit older, and so is this one. Because their backs are tan. And then this one is just completely black on the outside, and so is the partner. So these are all squash bugs in their various stages. I wish that little one still had a lot of white on his back because you could see it really well. So right here you can see the white paper towel through it. They have dug into there, and this is actually completely apart, as you can see. And you can see on the other side where maybe a group of them dug through all of that and made that huge crater. So all along this main stem, they have gotten in here and they have pulled the meat out That's the meat of the inside. And they are going to town, and this poor plant didn't stand a chance. It was a very small one to begin with. So if you go outside and you don't notice them, but you notice this stuff, that's actually the inside of the squash that they have just eaten and have dug out. And they're just completely shredding it. So take a look at this would be the main stem. Make sure you look at the main trunk of your plant. And if you see anything like this, start looking for these. If you've got one, it's probably out there laying eggs, so make sure you also look for these leaves. Check out all your leaves, look for these eggs, because these are all future squash bugs. And then you want to look for these guys. That was them, and now I'm going to show you a couple of pictures that I snapped really quickly when they were like 5 or 6 little tiny ones that had hatched. It was almost like the leaf, like this, with all of them. Sorry, I had it in soapy water. I am making sure these things stay in soapy water. So it was almost like these, and just picture half of these hatching and all over the leaf. So I'm going to show you that because I was lucky enough to catch that. And to catch all of them. Hopefully I caught all of them. I don't know, maybe I didn't. But I'm going to show you that now. Okay guys, so now you know what to look for. You know what to look for on your leaves. What I'm going to suggest is that in the morning when you go out to examine your garden and look at everything, look at all your plants, even if you're going out there just to do some fertilizing, and maybe you put fish emulsion on your plants and you're going out there to spray for the day, take yourself a small bucket of soapy water. Soapy water. Make sure you get those suds up. When you find these things, dunk them in the soapy water. That is exactly what you need to do. Do not rip that leaf off and just throw it out in the wild blue yonder, because they are still going to hatch. And they are coming for your squash. So don't let them have it. Save the squash. So that is my advice. I also have put out some diatomaceous earth. And I have it in like a powder form. And I've thrown some of that out. And it seems to slow them down. I don't know, and I don't mean slow them down as in reproduction. I mean it seems to, they're usually faster. And then one that was on a leaf that had diatomaceous earth on it, I could see that it was moving very, very slow. So I'm hoping it's helping to kill them, but I can't say that for certain. But I can attest to the fact that I feel like it's slowing them down so I can catch them. Be careful when the little tiny ones with the white back, if they fall in the dirt, their legs are black. Their heads are black. The back end is black. So you don't see that in the dirt. All you see is the white on their back, and they look like a piece of perlite or vermiculite, something, or maybe even a piece of fertilizer that you put in your soil. So try to catch them on a leaf when they're on the leaf. Try to make sure and contain them and catch them and dunk them in the soapy water. Save the squash. Much to Joey's dismay, I'm going to save the squash, okay? Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got something out of it that is helpful for you and your squash. So take care of you and yours. God bless, and we'll see you in our next video.